Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. So today I have something that I haven't done for you in some time actually, and that is a holster review. I've been using these holsters for a little while now. They're from a company that I very much support, and I use their inside the waistband M6 holster as my daily carry, and that is Worx holsters. And Worx has come out with their Outlier and Origin holsters. Outside the waistband holsters, let's check them out. Now, for those of you who have been around the channel for a while, I do like me some Worx holsters. Here's the M7, which is an outside the waistband holster. It mates really good with like your Safariland type drop leg and out, duty type setups. The M6 for inside the waistband, you can get this with the mag carrier, without the mag carrier, with a K-bar TDI carrier or sheath, and these are phenomenal. In my opinion, some of the best, if not the best, holsters on the market as far as inside the waistband goes. Now they have gotten back into the outside the waistband game. I say back into the outside waistband game because their Origin holster is one of the holsters that they originally started with. They stopped selling it in 2020, I believe, and now they have gone back into production with these, with some modifications and tweaks. All good modifications and tweaks. The Outlier holster is very much the same as the Origin, except this is a multi-fit holster. They are light specific, and then you can use many different types of pistols in them. Now, before we go any farther, Worx did send these to me. However, I was a customer of theirs far before I ever gained any sort of relationship with them, and they have wowed me ever since. So while I do, in fact, have a bias towards the company, towards the products, it is for good reason, because they don't put out anything that's subpar. And I believe them to be of the top tier in the holster game. And these two holsters, honestly, have held up that flag as well. However, my bias towards a company, whether or not I get something free or whether I pay for it, does not affect my opinion. I give you my honest opinion every time based on my experiences with that product. So, just because I got them for free, just because I think they are phenomenal holsters, does not mean that it changes my opinion one way or the other. So let's get into these. If you want to check out the review on this holster, I will leave a card somewhere in here somewhere and a link down below. So let's get into some of the common things about the two holsters, and then I'll separate them out. So number one, the Origin holster. I've already mentioned that this is sort of the holster that they started with. Worx makes precision fit holsters for light bearing pistols. I have lights on all my pistols. I will not carry a pistol without a light on it. So with this, it is a very heavy material. I believe it to be Kydex, and if you can see here, it's very strong. Very strong, fits very well. This is an outside the waistband offering, but they both are. It comes with 1.5-inch belt loops. And while it is outside the waistband, you can also wear it inside the waistband by adding clips to the outside, by taking these off and adding clips to the outside of it and putting it in your pants. Now, on the outside, on the front side here, it looks very much like a standard pancake holster, I guess. But the details of this holster are very different from any other outside the waistband holster I've ever used. Starting with the curve of the holster, as you can see here, they really tucked this one side in quite a bit, honestly, and it's not uncomfortable. I don't think that, for me, it's not uncomfortable. Mind you, personal comfort, concealability, all that depends on the person. For me though, this is a very comfortable holster to wear outside the waistband. They have curled this side in quite a bit to help with the way it snugs to the body. They have also canted They have also canted the grip in 5 degrees to help with concealment, and of course the holster itself has a cant to it as well, which brings the grip a little forward so it doesn't protrude out the back of your shirt for printing. And mind you, this is meant to be a concealment holster, even though it's outside the waistband. Now the trigger guard is cut out very nicely. I can easily obtain the firearm with a full grip. The retention is very good. The retention is very good with a single retention screw right there. The belt loops are adjustable up and down. If you don't like the cant of the holster, you can adjust this other belt loop down, straightening the gun up if that's how you party. Now on the back side, a couple of my favorite features about it is that it has a medium sweat guard, which is my personal preference, and it has a built-in wedge. They call it a bump. And what this area here, this wedge, does is this presses against your body or your hip, forcing the gun inward, hence helping with concealment again. Now it has a nice tall sight channel there for optics ready guns that have suppressor height sights, and as you can see here, again, it is cut out for an optic, or clearanced for an optic. There is some flaring throughout here that helps you with reholstering, and on the other side it is an open bottom design for the muzzle, but not for the light. The light is blocked off. Now that's the common themes between the two. Sweat guard height, belt clip removal, inside, outside the waistband, the way the end is formed, the way the inside is formed. They both have the bump or wedge on the inside back of it, or on the inside of it that faces your body. They both have the 5 degree cant to twist the grip of the gun or the butt of the pistol in towards you, and they both have very similar bends in the belt loops on how this is bent inward. Now the Outlier is also correctly named because if you are an outlier, if you have one of those pistols that's just hard to find a holster for, and you carry a light on it. Now I'm not sure, right as this recording, I think they have 2. I think they have 2, maybe 3. Either way, you can go to the website and look. But I think they have 2. So if you have a gun with, in this case, a TLR1, TLR1S, or a TLR1 HL on it, that this is fit to the light. So this is indexed off of the light itself. Now it will still fit a Glock style pistol, which is what I have, but it will also fit many other pistols, and I tried as many as I could get my hands on one weekend. So check this out. So Glock 19 Gen 3 frame, Armor Ally slide, Riton TLR1 HL. We have LAPG WXL SCT frame with a aim surplus slide. Aim surplus slide, TLR1 and Combat Armory frame. .19X TLR1 HL, Polymer 80 TLR1 HL, Armor Ally slide or similar. We have a Canik TP9 Elite Combat with threaded barrel Holosun, and everything fits good there. A Gen 4 G19 with an Olight PL Pro Valkyrie. Now this is for the Streamlight, but it just so happens Werkz 01S. XD Elite 10mm. Big gun. Big gun. SIG P320 X Carry with the EOTech. Now they've done that by, if you notice the difference here, wrong holster. If you notice the difference here, there's just a shade more definition in this one than this one. They have taken the Outlier and clearanced it, so to speak. They've given a little bit more clearance for different size slides, different widths of guns, different placement of controls and things like that. So again, if you have a gun that's hard to find a holster for, especially and outside the waistband, again this could be inside the waistband, if you have a gun that's hard to find a holster for, that's of that compact mid-size or even full size with a light on it, this very well could be the holster for you. They also both ride just a little higher than a lot of the pancake holsters that I've had, and this allows for not just better concealability, but also allows for a better grip on the pistol as you are drawing it. Your thumb isn't running into your belt, things like that. T-shirts tend to stay behind it a little bit better, or whatever undergarment you're wearing that this is over top of. It just helps with the entire experience with the holster all the way around. So that is it for the Outlier, the Origin and the Outlier outside the waistband holsters, not your everyday pancake holsters. Very well made. That's something I've come to expect from Worx holsters, is the quality is second to none, and the attention to detail is second to none. When they say a precision fit, high quality, light bearing holster, they mean every word of it. And again, while I love these holsters and I think the company is a great company, you know, this is a very honest opinion about these. I have been wowed by these ever since I received them. So if you're into outside the waistband, more duty style, something on like a Safariland UBL, then you have the Worx M7, which is one of the fastest holsters I've ever used. So you have that. If you have if you want a dedicated holster for outside the waistband, there's the Worx Origin, or inside the waistband, it is convertible. If you have one of those Outlier oddball guns that's hard to find holsters for and you run a light on it, there's the Outlier. And of course, dedicated inside the waistband, whether it's appendix or whatever position you decide to carry it in, there's the M6. All phenomenal holsters. Couldn't ask for more. Zero complaints about the Outlier or Origin. Thank you to Worx holsters for sending those out. Thank you for bringing such great quality holsters at a very competitive price to the market. Multi-fit holsters like the Outlier, oftentimes multi-fit holsters have a lot of slop. They're never really good at one thing. They just kind of fit a bunch of guns. And the Outlier is the only one I've used or seen that does its job really well with all the guns that I've put in it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to hit all notifications. Please leave a comment down below, especially if you've had experiences with Worx holsters, or if you have the Outlier or Origin, and let me know your experiences with those. If you want to become a member of the channel and support the channel in other ways, you can do that. It's very inexpensive. You get previews of videos coming up. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. You get previews of videos coming up and other members-only posts. I do appreciate everybody's support out there. Share the video if you feel I've earned it. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later.